Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Monica Kamundi. I am a financial advisor. I change people's lives by offering financial advice and financial solutions to help them achieve their goals. In our last session, we started a conversation about money. We started a conversation about financial planning, and we looked at why it's important and also what it entails. So in today's session, I'd want us to look at how we can manage our finances. And in this session, I'd want us to just look at the big five we have. We have the lion, we have the elephant, the rhino, the leopard, and the buffalo. And from these animals, we can distill specific traits that can help us as investors to manage our money better. So in today's session, I'd want us to focus on the lion. As you might know, or you might have read or watched somewhere, lions live in a group called a pride. So what happens is that it is the lioness and the cubs that go hunting, while the lion waits for the kill. And once the kill is brought home, the lion eats first, because the lion has to protect the pride, and they don't know when the next meal will be. So the lion is the most fearless animal, and it takes control of the situation. So from this animal, we can learn that we need to take control of our money matters. And how do we take control of our money? There are two things we need to look at. Number one, you need to understand what influences your decisions about money. Any decision you make with your money, what influences that? And then number two, you need to understand what is your money trait. What is your money character? So I'll start by looking at what influences our money decisions. Could it be your family? Because the environment in which you live or in which you are brought up has a lot of influence on how you decide, or on how you decide to make decisions with your money. Do you come from a family that encourages savings, or do you come from a spendthrift family where every coin that comes in must end or finish before the next paycheck? Do you come from a family or a background that believes that money is evil? So what environment were you brought up in, or are you living in, that influences your decisions about money? The other thing that could influence your decisions about money, is it advertising? We are bombarded with advertisements every day, every minute, every hour. You walk into a shop and they tell you buy while stocks last. And in real sense, the stocks are not, they're not running out of stock. They're just luring you and influencing you to make a decision to buy that item. You walk into a shop and they tell you buy one, get one free. Truth is that there are no free things in this world. Every cost has been factored into that item. You walk into a restaurant and they tell you buy one burger, get two free. We have things like Terrific Tuesday, where you buy one pizza and you're given another one. But the truth is that all the cost has been factored by the owner of that business. So are you influenced by those things? The other thing that you could ask yourself if it influences you is your friends. Do you make decisions about your money because your friends have made the same decisions? You say birds of the same feathers flock together. So you find yourself largely behaving with your money the same way with the people you surround yourselves with. So are they investors, are they savers, or are they people who will spend their money just because the money is there? The other thing you could ask yourself, are you influenced by social media? We are living in an age of social media. There's information left, right, and center. And you go to the people's WhatsApp group and someone has posted a video of themselves in Maldives or Zanzibar having fun. They've gone for holiday. And you also feel like you want to get entitled to that. The question is, can you afford? Or is it social media that is making you make that particular decision? So the money, how we make decisions about our money is influenced heavily by so many things, but you can be able to ask yourself which of these influences is impacting you negatively or positively. The second thing we'd want to look at is, what is your money personality? Just like in life, people have different personalities. We have people who are outgoing, there are people who are not so outgoing. So in money, we have people, different personalities about money. You could either be a spender, you could be an investor, you could be a saver or a dreamer. So if, for instance, you are a spender, spenders, these are people who live their life for the party. They are always spending, and they will buy anything that they come across, and as long as they have money in their pocket, they'll spend on that thing. So there's no problem with being a spender, but there are tips that we can use to ensure that in the next couple of years, we're still able to have money to spend, and we've planned for our goals. So for instance, if you're a spender, you need to automate your money towards a savings or an investment. The other thing, as a spender, you need to first ask yourself, do I really need this item I'm spending money on? There are people who even take debts, they take on loans to spend on an item. But the question is, ask yourself, is it worth taking this debt to spend on what I'm spending on? So the next person is an investor. Investors, these are people who want to make that extra coin. They'll take on risks, they'll get into businesses. If you go in town, the next apartment, the next flat belongs to them. The matatus on the road belongs to them. They are always looking for an opportunity to invest, and they have a very entrepreneurial spirit. This is a good thing, but sometimes the investors could find themselves getting involved into risks because they did not think through that particular business or project they're investing in. For instance, a few years ago, we had the issue of quail eggs, for instance. There are people who invested in that business big time. And because they didn't think through, within 6 months, the business was not profitable anymore and it was not making sense. So as an investor, before you put your money into that project, do a research about it. Ask yourself, do I have the skills to run this business or project I want to get in? What is the future? What is the return on investment? And the other thing as an investor you can do is diversify your risks, because most businesses every business has an element of risk that you need to be aware of before you get into that. The other money personality trait is, these are people who are called the dreamers. These people are always dreaming. They are very idealistic. They'll have big ideas, but they'll never, most of the time, get to the point of then putting money into investing for that. So for these people, what they can do is just ensure that they are putting money, they are automating their savings or investment, where you can approach maybe your bank and ask them to set up a debit order or a standing order towards an investment plan or a savings plan that you want, so that then you're not all dreaming, and then 5 years down the line, you find yourself, you're not in a situation. So like we are saying, there is no particular trait that is that is better than the other. It's just being to understand who you are and what specifically you can do with your trait. What particular tip can you employ to ensure that you're not losing out? The other person we want to look at is the saver. This is the last trait. A saver is a very interesting person because they will want to save every coin, but the problem is they don't look at the growth of that coin they are saving. They are happy to have their money within reach. These are people who can even put their money under the mattress. Just the fact that they have money there and they believe their savings, they are happy with that. But the question is, in this saving you're doing, is your money able to beat inflation? Is your money able to keep in touch with the realities of the market? So if you're, for instance, putting your money in a place that is not giving you a return that is equivalent or more than the inflation rate, then you need to think about investing that money. So, friends, today I want us to just digest what lessons we can get from the lion. Take control of your money. Understand what makes you make decisions about your money, and understand what is your investment trait. What is your, are you a saver? Are you a spender? Are you an investor? Or are you a dreamer? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this, and let's look forward to the next session where we will be looking at the second animal, that is the elephant, and we get to learn from the elephant. Have a good day. Bye-bye.